Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Akriti, and today we are going to solve one more question on array. So, let's start with the question. Here is the question. This is the question number 455. Assign cookies. So, what question is saying? Assume you are an awesome parent and want to give your children some cookies, but you should give each child at most one cookie. Okay. So what question is saying? Question is saying that at most we can give only one cookie to one children. Okay, and each child I has a greed factor G of I. So what is greed factor? Greed factor is the minimum size of a cookie that a child will be content with. Like if you are giving child minimum size of cookie which is G of I, then child will be happy. Otherwise, if you are giving a child the cookie which is of less size than his or her greed factor, then child will not be happy. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to make our children happy. So and each cookie J has a size this. Okay. So array there's an array which is S, and what it contain? It contain the size of each cookie. Okay. And there is another array which is G, and it contain the greed factor of every children. Okay. Now, what question is saying? It is saying if the size of the cookie is greater than or equal to the greed factor of a child, then we can assign that cookie to that particular child, and child will be happy. So, what is our goal? We have to maximize the number of happy children. Like we have to make as maximum children as possible. We have to make happier children as maximum as possible. Okay. So, here's some example which you can refer. Like example, when you can see there are only two cookies whose size is 1 comma 1, and there are three children whose grade factor are given, which are 1 2 and 3. So what we can do, as you can see, the let's talk about the last children whose grade factor is 3. Okay. So there is no cookie available for that particular children which can make him or her happy. So we cannot make this children happy. Now move toward the second children. So it has a weight factor too. So you can see there is no cookie available which can make this particular children happy. So we cannot make these two happy. Now this is the last children whom we can make happy by giving any of these two cookies. So our output should be one because we can make only one children happy. So there's one more example. Let me explain your question in a better way. So what we are going to do, uh, we are going to declare two pointer, which is I and J. Okay. So this pointer will be I, and this pointer will be J, and the I pointer will be pointing toward the last element of array which is containing the greed factor of the children, and the pointer J will be pointing toward the last element of the array which is storing the size of the cookies. Okay, so what we are going to do here, let me store like J is 1 comma 2 comma 3, and S is 1 comma 1, and we are gonna declare one variable which is going to count for number of satisfying children. Okay. So let's say it is 1 right now 0. So now we will be starting from the last element. Okay, and we will be continuing our loop until either this array will finish, or either this array will finish. Like we will be starting from the last index, and we will be moving toward the left um, by decreasing our indexes, and once either of these two array or the index or the pointer I or j become 0, sorry, or the pointer I or j become -1, then we will stop iterating over a loop. So let's start. Like we can say now, inside the loop what we will be doing, we will be comparing if the element in G, which is the greed factor, is less than element in S or not. Like if the greed factor is less than the size of the cookie, only when we can make our child happy, then we will be comparing these two. Like here we can see 3 is not greater than 1. Okay, so the cookie of size 1 will not be making child happy, or whose greed factor is 3. So we can say that this child is not going to be happy at all. Okay, this child is not going to be happy, so we will be crossing this child. Now we will decrease our pointer I, and pointer is now pointing to 2. Now we will see if 2 is less than 1 or not. So since 2 is not less than 1, so there is no cookie available which can make a child with a key factor 2 happy. So we will cut this out also. Now here is only 1 left. Now we can see 1 is not greater than 1, like equal, it is equals to 1. So if the size of the cookie is equal to the greed factor, then also the children will become happy. So we will accept this and we will increase our count by 1. Okay. Now, okay. So this way you can see we will be solving our problem. Now let's start with the problem. So you can understand. Okay. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to firstly we want the size of our both the arrays, like number of children will be equal to the number of element in this array, which is greed factor array. So 0 size. Okay. Like the number of element in the greed factor array will be equal to the number of children, of course, because greed factor are the greed factor of children only. So number of children will be equal to the element in the number element in a greed factor array, and we will be also we will also find out the number of cookies available, number of cookies, which will be the size of the array S. Now what we are going to do, we are declaring two pointer, which is I, which is starting from the last index of number of last index of G array. So minus 1, and there is one more pointer which is going to start from the last index of size array. Okay, we will start from here. Now we will be declaring one more variable for storing the number of children who are content with the cookies. Now we will start a loop, and this loop will continue until either of the two array will finish. Okay, so until loop will be continued until I is less than equal, while I is greater than equal 0 and j is greater than equal 0, until we will execute this loop. Now inside loop, what we have to do, we have to compare if the greed factor of children is less than cookie or not. So if greed factor of children is less than cookie, if it is less than cookie, then of course the children will satisfy. Then we will increase our count by 1. We will decrease our I by 1 because one children is satisfied. So we will be moving to the next children. We will decrease our count of cookies by 1 because one cookie is used. So we will be moving to the next cookie. Now if this condition doesn't satisfy, it says, then what we have to do, um, we have to decrease our what we say, we have to decrease our greed factor array pointer by 1 inside, because that particular children is not going to satisfy at all, you know, because that particular children is not going to be happy at all, because its greed factor is greater than all the cookies available out there. So we will be moving toward the next. children, and we will be checking for that particular children. Now, after doing all this, we will be returning our count, which is the total number of children who are happy with the cookies they received. Now, as we will run, so return counts was issue here. I guess I forgot any semicolon. Oh, this will be practice for if it was for else, it was for by. Okay, I have to return inside the function. Right. Of hint count equals 0 notch with it start with plus. What is the issue? Then check if g of I is less than of either less than or equal to is also accepted. Okay. Now you can see that. What was the problem here? Here we are not considering the case when the size of the cookie is equal to the grade factor of the children, because in that case also we are accepting that the children will become happy while receiving the cookie which is equal to the whose size is equal to the grade factor of that particular children. So here we can see our code is executed and test cases are accepted. Now as we will submit our answer. Now what's the issue? Okay. If g of I is less than equal to x of j, okay, then I minus minus count test is j minus minus is only I minus minus, then calculate and count. I don't find anything wrong out here. Enclose it in bracket. Number of children is equal to 0 size, number of cookies is equal to dot size. Oh, that was an issue. Okay. Here what we are doing, mm, since we are starting from the last index of both of the array, so we are supposing that we are considering the maximum element in our array. Like what I was trying to do, I was just starting from the last just because I was considering the cookie which have the maximum size, like the children which have the maximum greedy factor. If it is not happy with a cookie which is the maximum size in our array, then only then I'm saying that that particular children will not be happy at all. Okay, so that's why I was starting from the rightmost index, but I forgot to sort both of the arrays. Because only when I will sort both the arrays, the last index will be the maximum. The element at the last index will be the maximum one. So I need to sort both the arrays well. So sort. I hope you got what I was trying to say. The bacon. Don't worry, I'll explain it. Okay, I need to sort as well. Fine. think this is not the right syntax for sorting. Sort. I start with okay. Now let's run. After that, I will explain about this. Okay, so now. So actually, what I was saying, why I need to sort both the arrays. It was because what I was doing, I was starting from the last index. Let's talk about every cookie only right now. Okay, I was starting from the last index of the arrays, which has the which is the size of the cookies. So what I was saying, if I will sort my array, the element at the last index of that array, which is containing the size of the cookies, will be the largest, of course, because I have already sorted my array, so the last element will be the largest. So what I was saying, if the cookie with the largest size is not satisfying the children, which is the maximum greedy factor, then there is no cookie available which is larger in size than that particular cookie. So that the children we are talking about will not get satisfied at all, because the largest cookie which we have available, which we are available with is not satisfying that particular children. So we were cutting that children out from our counter. So that's why I need to sort both the areas. So it was all about the explanation of that particular question. I guess it was the easy question um, among the ones we have solved before as well. So I hope you guys got the solution. And if you are facing any issue, or if you are having any queries related to the question, then feel free to ask in comment box. Thank you so much.